This is our first responder. If we have a fire call or a large-scale incident, the captain takes this. We go in the scene. We have everything that we need in there. We have everything from our CPR, our oxygen, to lots of other MCI bags, and we have all our command post stuff. So it works really nice for that. So this would be our first thing on scene. This is 4813. This is about 5 years old now, and it's a really nice ambulance. It allows us to do everything. We have everything that we need on the outside for rescuing people from car accidents, taking them up and down stairs. We have other compartments with our oxygen, our defib, and our regular little kits that all can be just reached and grabbed out. And then we have our main bay in here where we will transport our patients. So this is where we transport our patients. We put them on the stretcher here. We have our jump bag that we always bring with us to every call. And then there's room for people to sit everywhere from the paramedics who usually like to sit here. A little bit scary for some people, so we try to make it as calming as possible.
Okay, so first, can you tell us about what you do as an EMT here at the Cranberry First Aid Squad?
We do everything from basic rescue, whether it be cars, to cardiac arrests. We do everything from helping people in emergency situations, whether it be the flood from last year, rescuing them out of their houses, to providing shelter here.
What inspired you to pursue this career?
I've always been part of, hospital systems in the past 20, 25 years, so it's always something I can do to help out. Figured I can at least do this.
You must have taken quite a journey from where you started to where you are today in terms of being an EMT. So what was the process for becoming an EMT?
Basically joining the first aid squad, learning everything. I took an EMT class, which was like 4 months long, and learned everything I needed to know, and we continually get refreshed on all the latest and new stuff to work with. You can take the class.
Oh.
We have several cadets right now who are taking the class, and they're doing quite well. In fact, it's probably easier for you guys to take the class because you're used to spending a lot of times reading books, and so once I'm out of school again, I have to remember, okay, I have to go back and read all this stuff because they test you on everything. So so younger the better. What we're looking for is just a willing to volunteer to help out. That's all we're looking for. Whether or not you were a lifeguard, which is a good step, a babysitter, you're just willing to help out to learn. Really, it isn't that difficult. We're there to be the first responders to help get the patient stabilized in the ambulance into the hospital. Then the doctors and nurses take over. So it's something that you don't need to have any medical training.
Even though an EMT is really rewarding, but it's challenging, what would you consider as the most difficult thing of your job?
Probably the most difficult and sometimes rewarding is doing CPR. A lot of times we're called to do CPR because patients have had heart attacks or cardiac arrests, and sometimes we get them turned around and get them stable so they survive, so that's great and rewarding. Other times it's far too late and they don't call us in time, so that's difficult.
So is that the favorite aspect of your job, or do you have another part of your job that you
Just
really
interacting with people, trying to get them calmed down and get them to the hospital so they're not so scared, and that's rewarding.
Can you describe the feeling of saving a life, or at least helping, maybe by doing CPR, giving somebody a better chance?
It's exhausting. It's, you think about it later, you're only concentrating on trying to help them and get them to the hospital, and then you think about it later and you're like, wow, we actually did do good today.
How do you think your job has changed you as a person? Have you gained anything that really improved you as a person?
Well, it's rewarding for lots of aspects. A, I get to help people. 2, it gives you a whole formal set of guidelines and what to do next. You get to a scene of a car accident, you see this happen behind you, go, well, what do I do besides call 911? So now we get to go to car accidents and we know
Yeah.
what we should be looking for to be able to help the police, the firefighters, we can help the police just secure the scene, stuff like that. So it does prepare you.
What kind of impact do you think your job has made on the society of Cranberry?
Well, I think it's helped a lot. I mean, people recognize you, you know, they know we should call, we're gonna be there, they're not worried that, you know, they're gonna have to wait for an ambulance from Newark or Trenton to come, and they're glad that you're around.
And how do you think Cranberry would be different without the squad?
They wouldn't have the same care. I mean, we yes, we do maybe at most a call a day, but, you know, there's a lot of people who really count on us.